from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Show your depth to our account from Bronze to Mythic, episode 1, draft 1 for Duskmourn, the horror set. Karn's here, of course. You can see her on the Bronze to Worlds account for 2 reasons. 1, my main account's not in Mythic, whatever, Bronze right now. Like, comment, subscribe, of course. And 2, because I'm playing at freaking Worlds. I leave for the World Championship in like a month, which is super exciting. Worlds, once again, my 3rd year in a row playing Worlds, which is really, really cool. It's just cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And we got some Duskmourn in the draft. I'm pumped for this set. It's a very dynamic looking set with a bunch of different, themes. Bloomburrow is very on rails. It was very like raccoons or squirrels and just gonna do your thing. Duskmourn seems much more fluid and great, which I'm excited. So we're gonna get right into the draft, of course. Real fast, let's look at our scoreboard. Reminder, we missed the under on Bloomburrow by 1 freaking match. That's right, we made it in match 1 of draft 24. That means the line goes up again. Now it's 24.5. If I don't make the under this season, I'm going to probably quit Magic for all time. So the line is 24.5. As always, at the start of a series, let me know what you think. All right, over or under, make your prediction. And let's get right into this draft and do our thing. All right, let's do this, folks. Valgavoth. Ooh, that's a good place to start. Overlord of the Mistmoors. All 5 Overlords are ridiculous. They were all insanely good in 10 new brews. Every single one of them is insane. And obviously in Limited, they're even better. Not much to say here. This is a Windmill Slam. I'm going to look at the pack for posterity. But realistically, I couldn't imagine taking your cards not this. So what else we got in this pack? We got some cards here. We got Rescue is a pretty good card, honestly. Good aura protection spell, which is pretty sweet. We'll go over the themes as we go, obviously. I didn't do a signpost uncommon video for this set because, frankly, the last few done really, really badly. If you missed that and you want to see more of it, let me know in the comments. Let me know in chat. I'll consider doing it again. But yeah, so we have Rescue. Drowner's pretty good. It's a good solid 2-drop here. Love this card. Threats on every corner. Whenever you manifest, you can search for a lamb. Really, really cool. Rest of the pack's kind of whatever. But yeah, taking the rare. Just going to slam it. Easy game. Overlord of the Mistmoors. Come on down. And, ooh, this is looking very nice here. So, of course, see the overlay here. Untap.gg down for yourself for free. The ratings here, obviously, they're a little fresh. This second came out today. But down for yourself. Untap.gg for free. Pretty great. Karn, we're good, man. We got a mythic rare. It's going to be good, all right? So, Tamer seems insane, right? This is the signpost uncommon for blue-white. Blue-white is all about eerie. It's all about enchantments entering the battlefield to trigger stuff. This is a really, really good one. Kind of young Pyromancer style. Just seems phenomenal. And we see a rare missing here. So no huge signal. Fear of Falling also looks pretty good too. Wind Elemental, whatever. With an upside, which is cool. Otherwise, you got a couple kill spells here. You got the Glassworks, really, really good. This is a room that deals 4 damage. But yeah, I think this is a pretty easy Tamer. I think Tamer seems awesome. So ship it. So we got unbelievable rare, great uncommon. Both make tokens and go Y, which is kind of cool. And we get past the pack with a baseball bat. Oh, bye, Karn. See you later. Miasma Demon. So the black-white theme is reanimation. So there's a lot of big, dumb idiots in the uncommon slot, which is interesting. We got baseball bat here, which is a signpost uncommon for green-white, which can tap things for your survival mechanic, which is, it's all right. Tunnel Surveyor is your usual 2/2 for 3 that makes a 1/1. Unfortunately, it doesn't have flying, but it is an enchantment for all of your eerie effects, which is cool. So one of the things you're balancing in your white and blue and black colors are the eerie stuff, the enchantment stuff, trying to get all enchantments in play, and triggers, stuff like that. Otherwise, here's pack seems kind of weak, honestly. So yeah, pretty easy Surveyor here, I think. Getting ourselves into potentially blue-white. And we get past a Ghostly Keybearer.
It's like I'm living in a haunted house.
Card's really good, right? So we have a Phantom Monster for all you old school boomers out there. 3/3 flyer for 4. Whenever it deals damage to a player, unlock a room, which is really, really good. Rooms seem great. And then also, a lot of the backsides of the rooms are very expensive. So being able to just do it for free is insane on a good body. It's great. We got Underwater Tunnel. Feels like one of the weaker rooms. Surveil 2, Manifest Dread, but it's okay, honestly. Unsettling Twins is pretty cool. Manifest Dread. The weird thing, though, is that the Esper colors are more about enchantments, and the Jun colors are a little more about Delirium. So Manifest Dread is a little weird in a blue-white deck, because it's like, you don't really need to read the graveyard stuff. So let's take the Key Bearer here. It's also a Thrice Call, which is kind of cool. But yeah, take the Key Bearer. And we're just looking to be sort of blue-white, enchantment-y, some roomy stuff going on. Pass it back with no blue cards. And 2 white cards, one of them being Shard Mage's Rescue, which is an excellent, excellent aura. This is a combat trick. It's also a protection spell. But also, it's an enchantment. So it counts all your Eerie stuff as well, which is great. And more importantly, it can trigger Eerie at instant speed, which not everything can do, which is great. So that's awesome. Take the Rescue. And honestly, it's just it's a pretty easy pick. Slam it. Hype train going on chat on stream. Appreciate that. Pass it back with a patched Plaything. One of the kind of the odd white cards plays well Manifest because you put it face down, put it face up. Still an okay card, honestly. Just a 2/1 first strike. The double strike for 3 is kind of fine. We got Emerge from a Cocoon, which is the big reanimation spell in white for the black-white reanimator deck. Can't wait to do that one. And then we got weird counter spell here. Don't make a sound. I think this card's kind of So I think Plaything's fine. I think that the body here is reasonable. We already have a Pump Aura also. This is fun. Counter spell is kind of whatever, I think. I'm not really huge on this card. So take the Plaything and get past pick 7. We see one of the odder cards in this set, Piranha Fly. Just like no theme at all. Just 2/1 enters tapped. It's not really a particularly great card. It's like okay, but I think this card is pretty whatever. It is very, very scary looking. That is true. But no enchantment stuff, no room stuff, no synergy, no graveyard. Such a weird card, That being said, nothing in the pack for us, though, and the Emerge from the Cocoon is not really us. There's a Keys, which is kind of cool. It's a mana fixture, can unlock rooms, but it's an intervention, too. But just take the Frog. We'll just stay on course. And maybe I should take the intervention. Whatever. I should take the intervention, probably. Whatever. That's fine. So go to pick 8. Again, we see no white cards and Piranha Fly, which is not great. We see an Egotist, which can sacrifice enchantments to protect itself or drain. It's more of like a black-red card, honestly. But pretty weak pack. I mean, the Piranha Fly, maybe like a blue-white Flyers. That could be kind of cool, honestly. Vengeance is a removal spell. Leech. Yeah, so like taking a land to prospect for a green splash, maybe, but like I don't think the green does much for enchantments. I'm just gonna take the Fly. Honestly, it's kind of weird, but I probably should take the uncommon, but I'm just gonna stay on the course here a little bit. Silent Elf, new sub, what's up? Welcome, appreciate it. Thanks so much. And we get Vanish from Sight, which is a bounce spell. Kind of your typical, not really bounce, it's a tuck spell. It's your typical like kind of bad blue removal spell. Seems okay. It's Surveil, which is kind of cool. Nothing super exciting. Also, the Land Cycler, Shepherding Spirits. These are particularly good in Delirium decks or in Reanimator decks. We are neither right now, so kind of Just take the bad removal spell. We're kind of like locking into a lane here a little early, but it's our first draft. I think it's kind of fine. We get past the pack with, Under the Skin's really good. Manifest Dread, return a permanent card in your graveyard. Kind of sweet. It does seem like white is a little light, although we have the Overlord, so we're kind of just going to force it in, I think, honestly. And let's diversify here and take this, take the counter spell. So, Unsettling Twins, I think is fine. Not great in our deck, but fine. Reasonable enough. We're already pretty high on playables at this point, so kind of like a thin pack, not much in it. So take whatever. And Crack Skull, Thoughtseize, or whatever that Shatter effect is, and a Slash. All right, so a pretty good pack one. Get some rares. Then bye. Show's over. See you later. When I was growing up, my dad, big sci-fi nerd, my dad loved the X-Files and showed me some shit I should not have seen when I was 7. Still scarred to this day. Card's really good, though. Card's insane. 5/5 flyer. Gets rid of things. Obviously great. We got the Swarm Weaver here also. Pretty awesome rare, but like not really us. And not much else. So I'll take the Fear of Reduction. So maybe we also have a Funeral Room here, which is a pretty cool card, but like I'm not splashing that. Yeah, let's take the Aliens. Take the aliens. Card wants to leave for some reason. I don't know why. Card's scared of aliens too, apparently. Alright, see you later, Card. You believe that? Card does not want to be here for the premiere of Bronze Mythic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Card's scared. I get it. It's a scary set, you know? So, we get past the pack with, not like a ton for us. We have a dual land, which is kind of cool. We've got the old Skull Crab here. Pretty weird card. This is eerie to mill 2 cards. Now, I would not recommend milling your opponent with this card in this format. There's a ton of graveyard stuff, and you're unlikely to mill them unless you get like 5 of these. However, you want to mill yourself, right? That's the kind of the idea. But blue-white doesn't really have much graveyard stuff, so like it's kind of whatever, you know? It's not very good. Cheerleader's just kind of like a 2-drop kind of aggro creature, which is pretty good, honestly. We get Clammy Prowler, which is not very good. Living Phone, Ring Ring Ring, will die and look for small creatures. I might just take the land here, honestly. Cheerleader seems fine for like aggressive, but it's not really what we're trying to do. And take the land. Take the land. Ooh, wow. All right. We get past an Enduring Courage. All of the Overlord rares and the Enduring rares seem very, very good. So all the Enduring creatures are rares that when they have an enchantment-like effect, when they die, they come back as a non-creature enchantment, which is pretty powerful, obviously, because you get an extra effect. This is a really good one, but obviously not really us, but still. We got Fear, Immobility. Freaking Bergstrider lives again! Bingo. I love Bergstrider. Yeah, that's just it. It's an enchantment, also just great. So, I think Unwanted Remake is very, very bad. You'll mostly target your own creatures with this thing. And then that's really it, honestly. So, passing a good rare here is what it is. Just gonna take the thing. The erotic app. The erotic. Well, hi there. Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. The erratic apparition is very, very bad. Just a horribly costed card. 1/3 for 3 is just heinously bad. So we get past the pack with a Meat Locker. So we got a room here. This is the stun and card draw room. This card looks great, honestly. Having all of these room cards are a lot like adventure cards, where by themselves they're fine, but together so good, so good. We already have our Key Bearer also, which can draw 3 cards. It's great. We can untap things. It's an enchantment. Awesome. All good things here. That's like Glassworks too. And then a couple of white cards. Yeah, pretty easy pick here, taking the locker.
These are back doors, aren't they?
And we get past not much again. So we have a Paranormal Analyst, and the blue-green mechanic is all about face-down cards. So Manifest Dread, either just draw a card rather than bin it. That's insane, obviously. It's really, really good. We're not that, though. Then we have Stalked Researcher. This is your cookie cutter, just like, you know, fill the spreadsheet. 2 mana blue common with Defender. It's a 3/3 and has the set mechanic on it. Honestly, fine though. We're just like looking for some cheap creatures anyway. We have some enchantment stuff also. I think it's just fun. Just ground creature. It's cheap. I think it's kind of like where we want to be. Looking for 2 drops anyway. We get past a Wildfire Wicker Folk, which is honestly insane.
Don't you know I'm local?
They're Glassworks too. Wow. That's insane. We passed like 3 of these already. This card's really, really good. Yeah, Cult Eater, Healer, which is eerie for lifelink, which is fine. Jump Scare, Expanse. I feel like if I was deeper in the format, I would take the Expanse, just kind of keep open for splashes, but I feel like I try and keep it kind of simple the first draft, and this card's fine. Eerie, lifelink, 3/3. That's fine. It is what it is. Nothing crazy. Just does the thing. Don't forget, Eerie also triggers off of your unlocking of rooms, which is kind of cool too. So, kind of a thin back. We get a Haunted Screen here. They have televisions on Magic now, so that's cool, I guess. And Friendly Ghost, not that exciting. Seize from Slumber is not great, but it's a fine defensive card. We're a little high removal right now. This card's reasonable enough. You know, 2 mana, kill an attacker, and then 5 mana can kill a thing too. So, chip the old Seize from Slumber. We have thinned out, I feel like, again, but we have plenty of playables. So, Intruding Soul Rager, really weird card. Sack rooms to deal damage. I don't know why it would do that, but sure. Reanimation spell and basically nothing. Whatever. Just see the course. Glimmer Burst is kind of cool. It's a card draw spell. It makes an enchantment. But like, I don't know. I think we're like, okay. Otherwise, we've got no cards for our colors. Neither of these colorless cards are very, very good. You have your usual, like, 2-mana artifact creature. Both player gets smoothed cards, but take Glimmer Burst. We see another Researcher, which is fine. It's also a living phone. So this card, whenever it dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal a creature card power 2 or less and put it into your hand. So if you have a ton of that, and if it dies, it draws a creature every time, that would be great. But, like, we only have 12 creatures so far, so just take this guy. Take the old Researcher. Glimmerlight? I didn't even look at the Glimmerlight. Didn't even look at it. Is that card good? I don't think that card's good. Counterspell, Manifest Dread, whatever. Not great. Another Cocoon. Man, these black-white Reanimators looking super open here. And a Survivor. All right, so I would say we have an okay pack. Oh, last pick Expanse. What? That should never happen. And pack 3, we open up a Cursed Recording. That's actually the background on the screen, right? That's horrifying. Yeah.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I'm scared, yeah. So cast a sorcery spell, put a time counter miss, and then for 7 more counters on it, you just die. But you get to copy your thing, which is kind of cool. We got Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, which seems phenomenal. 2 mana for Enchantment Aura. EDB, tap a thing, doesn't untap. 6 mana to shuffle it in, and Manifest Dread. That's insane. Even without that text on it, this would be an amazingly good removal spell. That's even better than that. It's also an enchantment, which is great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Did you hear that?
Ooh, another really good one here. Optimistic Scavenger.
That's eerie. With
Perfect.
cookies.
1-drop. This card was Generous Visitor in Kamigawa and Neon Dynasty. It was very, very good. Very, very good here also. Also note that Trapped in the Screen is here too as a removal spell. The card is really, really good. And we're a lot of removal, but I think it's kind of like 1-drop high value card is like almost irreplaceable. Looking at the idea of value over replacement. So the idea of it like, we can get other removal spells. They might not be as good as Trapped in the Screen, but they're still pretty good. You will never find a 1-drop this good at almost any point in the draft typically. So take the Scavenger. I think it's a great pickup for our deck. We get past another dual land. Also an Exercise. Exorcise. 2 mana for a sorcery. Exile artifact, enchantment, or creature power 4 greater. Pretty good, honestly. Good solid removal spell. Campground, Twins, Megalodon. Kind of a weird card, like not really an enchantment or anything like that, but it's fun. But yeah, take the Exercise. The truest scary thing, exercising. We get past the back with a Grand Entryway. And folks, I kind of want to go back on my set review and give this card the bomb in common for white. This card just seems awesome. 2 mana for enchantment. It makes another enchantment, so double Eerie triggers. And the backside's pretty good too for another Eerie trigger. This is like the kind of synergy all-in-one card you want to get. And it's also a 2-drop, which is great. This card's awesome. All about it. Nothing else here is remotely exciting. And Windmill Slam the room. Everybody to the room, folks. All right, more white cards. Tunnel Surveyor again's great. Just get the Glimmer going, right? Just do our thing, right? You know, just gonna do some Tunnel Surveying. Another Cheerleader, but like, again, we want the enchantment stuff, not the aggressive stuff, so this is fine. Take Surveyor. Our deck's already pretty done, honestly. Here's your Erotic Apparition, as I said earlier. This card's heinous, right? 3 mana for a 1/3 Flying Vigilance. This is the kind of card where you should look at it. The first thing you do when you evaluate a limited card is say, what's the cost, what's power and toughness, right? 3 mana for a 1/3 is unconscionable. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And the ability isn't that good either, so I don't think they're playing any of these cards. I'm sick of land. I don't think they're playing any of these cards. But it doesn't even get a counter or anything. It's really, really bad. So we have a 3rd copy of Stalked Researcher, which I'm not really super excited about. Also a Murky Sewer. I doubt we're going to splash at this point, but we have enough playables anyways. So yeah, we're fine. Whatever. Just take the Skewer. Take the Sewer. And another Tunnel Surveyor. Damn. We are surveying tunnels. We are going really wide. More Twins you might not play. Let's cut this thrice called. This is a pretty easy thing to do, honestly. If you have a common where if you remove 3 of them, you get search for this, which is kind of crazy. So, all right, that's there. And then more Twins and a Land Cycler. I doubt we're playing these cards. So this happens a lot in the first draft of the format where we're not sure what cards are kind of yet. So we just take a lot of cards and we need to cut a lot of them. Typically, later on in the series, we end up in a spot where we have a better idea of what cards are good and bad and what cards you don't want to play. There's definitely cards here we probably shouldn't play, but it's our first draft, so we're going to look through and figure it out. All right, folks, the first thing, my name is Jim. I'm a pro Magic player, full-time content creator, and this is my show, Bronze the Mythic. where we drafted our account from. You guessed it, Bronze to Mythic, episode 1, draft 1. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please support the content. All right, I love you all. Thanks so much. Appreciate the show. If you like the show, support it, hit the buttons, and do the things. All right, thanks for following there. I appreciate it. Bub. Ooh, Vault Progress, fancy. New sub. Welcome, my friend. Happy to have you. All right, so let's look at our deck here in the proper thing. And, all right, so we got to cut a lot of cards. I would say anything is gone. Don't make a sound. I just don't really want this card, I don't think. These Piranha Flies can just go, right? Like, this card just seems bad. If we need a ways to win, I'd be more interested in that. But, Cold Healer. The Twins don't seem great. The Seize from Slumbers are okay. Get Overlord. I would say Megalodon seems unnecessary too. Sid Reset, thanks so much. Let's get these Piranha Flies. I think the Researcher's fun. Just like early blocker. We'll get a few attacks in here and there, which is kind of cool. The Counterspell is on my watch list. I would say that a copy of Unsettling Twins is on my watch list. Maybe both, honestly. I think Plaything's fine. It's not great. It's on my watch list. We could play the Megalodon. This card does seem kind of fine, honestly. If we're a slower deck, this card's kind of reasonable. It's a land cycle or two. It's funny how like Megalodon makes you want to play the Emerge, which is kind of bad though. So, and then Mobility, Slumber, Entryway costs 2, this costs 3. All right, I would cut the Plaything. I think Counterspell's fine. Let's play the Counterspell. Cut 1 Unsettling Twins. Maybe just play 1. This right now is 16 lands, which is fine. Pretty happy with that. Our baseline for best of 1 draft on Arena is 16 lands, not 17 lands, because of the hand smoother. And realistically, the only cards I want to play are the Flies, maybe, or the Twins, or the Plaything. Nothing here really jumps out as being bad for me. So we're kind of like a slower Eerie deck that also can kind of go wide too. We're definitely defensively slanted. We have defensive removal spells, some big end game win conditions. But yeah, these decks fine. Play our Campground. I would say we're not going to play the Expanse. We have no Delirium. We have no Splash Color or whatever. Kind of seems unnecessary. Yes, in any paper draft, you're playing 17 lands as a baseline. But in best of 1 Arena, not best of 3 Arena. If you're playing best of 1 in the hand smoother at 16, any other case, play 17 lands. So let's go to our lands here. Look at our colors. We got pretty even split, honestly. We do have double white on the Mistmoors and the Fear of Abduction. Megalodon's also an island. So yes, we'll play 1 extra planes. We got island cycling. So we got, there we go. And all right, so we have our very first Duskmourn draft deck. Folks, you know what time it is, right? It's time for predictions. What do you think? 7 wins for this deck, yay or nay? You two folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll the comments, liking the video along the way. Let me know, are you a believer or a non-believer? It's episode 1. We are on bronze 4, just to set your expectations properly or whatever. And shit, that's the deal. So let's just freaking do it. All right, we're in. We got believers. Wrong button. I said we got believers. Chat. Come hang out with me. How are we doing today? Episode 1, Bronze Mythic. We got our Campground. We're on the play, but we got to keep this, right? Yeah, we can keep this. So, and again, folks, get your over-unders in too. All right, for the full series. Remember, like I said, wrong one. Like I said, 24.5 is the line, the highest it's ever been, and I'm disgusted with myself. So, all right, ready to keep this. Rock and roll. This board's really cool, too. Lights off, lights on, lights off, TV's off. Time to go to bed. Play the Campground and say go. All right, Swamp, go. We draw a Meat Locker or Drowned Diner. So land, we're going to play our Grand Entryway.
Yeah, this room is way creepy.
Get a Glimmer and say go. Play some Super Nintendo. Here's an Innocuous Rat. So when it dies, you manifest dread. We draw an Optimistic Scavenger. We have a Rescue also, which is kind of cool. Bad tax, not going to attack. We'll just say go. So I'd love to see them play a kill spell here and use this to save it and get a counter on my Scavenger, which would be great. It's busy. I like it. I like things to click on. Let's turn on all the lights. Candles are off. Lights are out. And the cool thing is, they're going to play Moldering Gym, their own room. This is
It's like I'm living in a haunted house.
a rampant growth room. So, room's obviously a big deal in the set. New mechanic. And we get a Farce, so no fancy color stuff happening. And we could end step, just cast the Rescue and pump both things to be able to attack for 4. It's kind of appealing, honestly. It's going to be hard to leave mana for this anyway, and I have a counter spell too. I was going to cast this. So let's play, let's cast this. Cast this here. Put a counter here. So ETB Eerie. Creepy. Draw land, awesome. So we can Meat Locker or we can Tunnel Surveyor. It's a Surveyor. And make a thingy. And we're going to spread our love here a little bit. So let's keep the... I guess that was a mistake. So I wanted to spread out and kind of diversify here. When you have a really threatening card, you'd like to try and diversify around your opponent killing it. So I put the counter here so I kill this. I have to throw up a 3/3. That being said, there is a spell that does 2 damage in this set. That's black. So that's kind of knowing the format. I kind of like... didn't think about it. So they Manifest Dread, put an artifact in the graveyard. So Manifest Dread is a mechanic where you get a 2/2. You put a card in the graveyard. They can flip it for its mana cost. The big thing about Manifest Dread is it's a really, really good graveyard mechanic. It puts cards in the graveyard, and then when this thing dies, it also goes to the graveyard, and it might not be a creature. It might be a land or an artifact or an enchantment, which helps you get Delirium really fast. Right now they have a creature and artifact already. Save this as a land, right? That's 3 types already. So here's Fear of Lost Teeth and Henge Shredder. Never attacks Mill 2. Whenever 1 or more lands are put into your graveyard from your library, put them on the battlefield tap. That's pretty good, honestly. Now, Meat Locker taps a creature, not an artifact. So hard to get around this Henge Shredder here, which is kind of annoying. Just a 5/5 vehicle. Obviously, if it attacks, I can just crack back for a lot, which is kind of cool. So I think we're just going wide here. So opponent played a 5/5, can't really attack anymore. Now our plan kind of shifts, right? So we're going to play Twins, Manifest Dread, go super wide on the board. If they attack me for 5, I attack back for much, much more, which is good. So, play with Twins, Manifest Dread. This card's, again, interesting because it's kind of an off-theme card. It's important. Oh, wow. All right, so that's awkward. So we hit 2 really good cards. If we choose the Overlord of the Mistmoors, we can flip it for 7, but that's rough. Much better than this, though. So, all right, let's take the Overlord of the Mistmoors. Oh, otherwise, it just goes away. So, that's fine. Actually, no attacks. Let's go. They don't know what this is, right? This could be a land. It could be anything. So, they don't know how high value this card is. We are a long way from having 7 mana to flip it, but we'll see. So, and again, the Jund colors care a lot about Delirium and Graveyard and so on and so forth. And the Esper colors, that's black, white, and blue, care a lot about enchantments. Some crossover here at black, obviously, but... All right, so... We do have a little bit of card draw here of a locker. Honestly, if we just draw a land, I might just draw 3 cards. So, they're going to pop their room.
There's only room for 1 witch in here.
And they're going to Manifest Dread and put 3 counters on. So they get a 5/5. It can flip also. They bin, live, or die. Manifest Dread gives a lot of information. So try and make sure you pay attention to the card they put in the graveyard because it's a card they didn't want. So whatever card this is, it's a better thing to Manifest Dread than this, which I guess this is a spell. It makes sense. But all right, so once again, we can't really go wide here. We could fire up the locker and tap this. They can just crew this in response. They don't really have any good attacks here, honestly. And then we could fire up the Elegant Rotunda and start putting counters on things. We could put a counter on the Glimmer and then put a counter from the Scavenger because Eerie also counts for unlocking a room. Or we could tap a thing like this. I must have to do this. So let's unlock this room.
There's only room for 1 witch in
Put a
here.
counter here. And then we're going to put a counter here and then a counter on probably like one of these, I think. Sure. So 3/3. So 4/4, 5/5. So now we can attack with our 5/5, get some chip shot damage, which is important. Don't want to just sit here and stall board if possible. Yeah, a lot of cool effects to the TV and stuff. I agree. Really, really cool. Could have bumped our Scavenger, try and get out of range of a 2 damage spell. That's reasonable. I obviously want to pump a thing I want to get into combat. So makes a little more sense, but we'll see. Now they could block with the Morph. They could block with the Shredder. Either one's fine by me. So My favorite horror movie. I'm a big horror guy. Nothing really scares me in the horror genre except for aliens. I think that the movie Dark Skies scared the little shit out of me. Like scared the actual shit out of me. Signs also scared me a lot. Most other horror movies have no effect on me at all. But alien movie, and they don't make any sense either. It's like Signs and Dark Skies, like these aliens are just like creeping around in the shadows and they're more like monsters than aliens, which makes no sense why a highly, they just, okay, so they disenchanted my 5/5. That sucks. Why would this highly advanced, species like skulk in the dark or whatever when like they're so advanced? But whatever. It's just irrational fear. It's what I got. So editing also scares me too. That's true. Very, very fair. What are they doing? They're just killing everything. All right, well, that was a massacre. They just killed my entire board with 2 cards. That sucked. Now they can crew their 5/5, and they're not going to. So we trust. No! Go away! Stop! Leave me alone! I used to have all these alien movies that were just like, alien dreams when I was a kid, that were just like the plot of like, sci-fi channel level, like B alien things, like I'm in a school and everyone has like a black mark on their neck, like they're infected, and like my friends don't have it. I'm trying to tell them about it, and then all of a sudden my friends have it too. Oh my god, it's like just a bad sci-fi show. But all right, so this sucks. We just can't do anything. They have a bunch of mana. I guess we're just gonna cast the locker. Just like tap his 5/5. At least like delay a little bit. I would like to flip this realistically. That's a long way away, but sort of crew response is fine. We're just they go. Because of our chip shot damage early, they're at 14 and we're at 20. So they need to be a little more aware of our life total, which is why attacking is so important in games that limited. Like every shot you can get in is just so important. So, all right, so they unmorph their popular Egotist, which is a 3-mana 3/2, sack a creature enchantment, indestructible, and then sack a permanent to drain. They play Miasma Demon. Alright, we're just gonna get obliterated, folks. They kill my morph, Overlord's dead. Opponent came to game. Just crushing us right now. We draw another non-land, great. So we can tap down the flyer, I guess, with the hidden Stay Silent. Counterspell is basically dead at this point. But yeah, so let's target this, I guess.
I know. Eerie, right?
I feel like we're kind of far away from actually like winning this game, but all right. So let's just say go. We do have the Seize from Slumber and the Don't Make a Sound up, which is kind of cool. This is no longer stunned. You just stop playing big things? All right. Here's a Spectral Snatcher. Oh, I could have counted it. I'm so stupid. I had written... Welcome back to Bronze and Mythic, folks. I missed you. I'm happy to have you back, all right? Because I had verbally said this was worthless, in my mind, I had checked that box off. It's not... And I just, in my mind, they could pay for anything. Obviously, it's not true. I'm shortcutting. That sucks. Would have been cool if they crewed this and attack with it so I could kill it, but... That's going to cost us the game, probably. Honestly, being able to actually catch that would have been so good. But that's fine. Won't play around it now, that's for sure. So play a land. I guess we're just drawing some cards here. We can double block this Snatcher, which is fine. We're at 20. Yeah, let's draw some cards. Unlock a door, so they go. And we draw Gremlin Tamer. And we'll discard... It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tyler Murphy. It was an accident. I was having too much fun.
Let's discard the counterspell, whatever. All right, sure. We do have our alien next turn, which can exile something big. The warriors discard a card. That kind of sucks, but yeah, we'll just pretend we drew it of the room. Yeah, we drew. We're so unlucky we drew our counterspell. Real complaint equity here. Don't tell anyone, all right? We drew it this turn. Now the Shredder comes in. And here comes the big attack. So mill 2. They mill land. Puts it into play. Sure. At this point, it doesn't matter that much. We're just going to block. Block here. Try and kill this ward creature. Is your last spell a removal spell? That would suck. We have our own removal spell. We have an alien thingy. We're gonna unmorph a what? A slavering branch snapper, 10-9 trample. Who are these people? All right, so play land. I can't even cast this. I have to exile a creature I control. So we can just like, this is gonna kill us. We're just freaking dead. We just kill this and play Cult Healer and just die, I guess. We have to chump block with this too. I mean, obviously punted this game. If I just countered this, we'd been totally fine. That's on me. I take full responsibility. It's first game. You know, gotta get in game shape. We'll just play Cult Healer and say, yeah. Believers are in shambles. Just a 10-9 trample. What a card to hit Manifest Dread too, you know? Big 10-9 trample. What's this Concept card to your draft? All right, yeah, we're just dead, so. I mean, if you just chump block, we're still alive, so. We draw an enchantment. They get deck too, right? It's Maymail. Return 2 lands. Sure. Gonna block. Cease from slumber. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
This is sacrifice a creature or enchantment. The drain for 1. Gee, we're gonna die this thing, honestly. All right, go to 4. What can we draw here? Maybe another Cease from slumber. Stop playing stuff. We draw a plains. That is not good enough. All right. All right. All right. Looks like you got me. We're going to lock both of our rooms. So, a bit of a punt. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. We would have lost the game anyway. So, all right. A somewhat inauspicious beginning to our show, but that's okay. You know, listen. We got to humanize I got to humanize myself here, you know? We got to really keep it on the up and up. I'm just, you know, a regular dude playing Magic. And just, is what I am. I am what I am, you know? So, however, we got to talk here, folks, real fast. All right, before we get to our next game. Folks, big time sale happening for Rogue Energy, all right? This is the trifecta. This is it right here. You see this? Boom. Dragon Fruit Mango, Sour Watermelon, Strawberry Hibiscus. That's your trifecta. Those are the S tier flavors for Rogue Energy. Check them out. Right now, the promo code is currently giving 30% off this week. End Sunday at midnight. Jim Davis MTG on RogueEnergy.com. 30% off, all right? I got a rogue. Look at this, right here. That's my rogue for the day. Check it out, all right? Second rogue today, actually. So check him out, Rogue Energy. Give him a spin, and you won't be disappointed. Use promo code, big discount. Check him out. Yeah, seriously. Sour Watermelon, gas. Dragon Fruit Mango, gas. And this is the chill. This is the nighttime. Has like hibiscus and like tryptophan, a little bit of a valerian root in there. That's really good, really, really tasty too. So that's what I have over here right now. So, all right. We got an okay hand. We're going to keep this. It's only a 2-lander. We have the counterspell and the 2-drop. So, we got an Overlord. I would like to actually play an Overlord. So, and we draw a Ghostly Keybearer. So, we can play our entryway or live up counterspell. I'll play the entryway. I'd rather counter a 3 than a 2, I think. And I have no 3-drops anyway, so a little risky. See what happens here. Lights out. Lights out. We drew the land!
Bingo!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about!
Who do you think you are? I am!
Attack. Say go. Now we need another land, but we're still good. We're still good. Planes off the top. We got Zimone the All Questioning. Folks, you know how I feel about math? That's how I feel about math.
So you get nothing.
This thing calls out prime numbers in particular. It's prime for a counterspell. Play Tunnel Surveyor. Make a Glimmer. Attack. Say yeah. Pretty good card, honestly. Basically just makes a big idiot on like random spots in the curve. Land number 4. Night Drink for every night rest needed. I would say it's every night kind of thing. It's not like super strong or anything like that. Like the first time I drank it, I was like, it's gonna put me to sleep, and it just tastes good. Honestly, it's just great. So we draw the land. Hell yeah. They have the Erotic Apparition, as previously stated. All right, so we'll attack with our. So we could. Yeah, we're gonna penny miss, right? It's funny because like the 1/3 is actually pretty good against our flyers. We can pump them with this thing, which is really good too. So let's play land. Let's attack. run the old chump check and see what kind of Magic player they are. They're brave. They're a warrior. And let's just ship it. So, impending means it ETBs as an enchantment, not a creature. Every end step 1 counter goes away. And when the counter goes away forever, it becomes a creature. So we have 2/2/1 flyers now. And then our Elegant Rotunda can pump those too, which is great.
Yeah, this room is way creepy.
Take 2. No problem. Grave Titan 2.0. We draw a Gremlin Tamer. That card's pretty good. Now, if I unlock this room, we can attack with our flyers. Or I can just play with twins. Obviously, much more mana. You know what? Let's do this. So, because I drew Tamer, one of the really important things in Limited, we'll go with the basics here in the early episodes, is being mana efficient, right? So I could just unlock this room here, make these small 3/2 flyers, get in for a pretty good attack. But what's I do for our next few turns, right? It throws us pretty far off curve, right? Now, next turn we draw a land. You have a 4-drop, a 4-drop, a 5-drop, and a 2-drop. We're really, really off curve, right? What we can do here is wait till next turn. Play a 4-drop, go wide on the board. I'll play this guy too, I guess. This might be better. But and then if we draw a land, we can go Tamer, unlock the room, and trigger Eerie, which is really, really good too. So is it Keybearer or Twins is the question. They could have a counterspell here. I'm going to go Twins, I think. Let's attack for 2. And because our plan is to... This time they don't block. Interesting. It's kind of weird, right? Why block before and not block now? But sure. We plan on doing this manually. I'm just going to guess Twins. I'm going to go wide. I'm kind of feeling a counterspell here. No, nothing. Cool. That's fine. Manifest Dread. We have no Delirium in our deck, so it matters. So whatever. Hit this. And now we say go. Impending goes off again. Now again, we draw a land next turn. We can go Tamer and Unlock, which is great. You also have Fear of Immobility, which is awesome too.
Inconceivable! No!
All right, so I got a Greenhouse. Lands tap for any color. And then they can unlock the door to mill 4 and return 2 cards. Okay. And the attack is a 2/4. Sure, that's fine. All right, so untap, we draw a land. God, I'm so good at Magic. Do the thing I said I was going to do. Do that. Unlock this. We're going to go counter here and counter here. Get a Gremlin. Send it all. Send it all. All of it. The whole party. Zamon ain't blocking. They want to kill all one short. Take a whole bunch of damage. Unfortunately for them, 6 is not a prime number, huh? If only. What do y'all think about prime numbers being on a Magic card? Keeper Mulligan. Prime numbers on a Magic card. What do you think? 6 reset. Thanks so much. Freaking math nerds. Folks like it. Wow. I'm surprised. My English degree over there doesn't like it that much. All right, they are deep in the tank here. They're super dead. Well, there's some blue-green Wrath of God in this set. They're gonna Dusk. Ooh, this card's something. They're gonna Duskmourn's Domination, the worst control Magic ever printed. This card was printed solely to say how bad can make control Magic, have it still be playable. It is still playable, but that's pretty funny. So, Dr. Reset, thanks so much. And there we go, our first win. We did it. We're on the board. Now, folks, we get into our next game here. I want to remind you about something, all right? Check this out. I'm going on vacation this weekend. Saturday morning, like 6 a.m., we're flying to Orlando for a Disney trip. So 1 week vacation with the family. Nicole's family. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be stopping by the Cool Stuff Games South Orlando store on the 28th at 3 o'clock for a meet and greet and a Duskmourn bounty draft. All right. So if you want to meet me, hang out with me, do a draft with me, come down to Cool Stuff South Orlando store on the 28th. Love to see you there. It'd be a lot of fun. All right. We have Island on the play again. I feel like every game we've been on the play and almost prefer not to be. Like, I already been a draw this hand, So, I mean, we have a 2-drop good blocker and a removal spell, and our best card, and a great card, and another removal spell. Wow. This is a tempting hand. I kind of want to keep this. I kind of want to keep going to Universal Horror Nights. Now we're going to scary, not so scary Halloween party or whatever. I'm keeping. It's a risky keep, but with a great blocker and a great removal spell, I'm kind of okay with it. You know, we have more planes than islands. Lights out. Nobody look at me. Don't look at me. All right? All right, found footage. 1 mana artifact, look at your opponent's face downs, and pay 2, sack, surveil 2, draw cards. A clue. Well, here's the researcher. Didn't draw land. All right. Nicole and her family are huge Disney people. I'm whatever. I'm ambivalent. But all right, they're gonna play Defaced Gallery. It's meant for a room. Whenever you attacking creature get +1/+1 on a turn, and unlock his door to exile top 2. Play them. All right, so you miss out land against. Fine, I guess. It's risky. It's risky. We have our costumes also. We're going to be casting's going to be Miguel from Coco. I'm going to be Hector, and Nicole's going to be Mama Emeralda. All right. Well, we missed the gambit. It's a good miss actually. It's a counterspell. So just so you go. So they can see the face down cards. They have nothing end step either. Wow. All right. Play a good 4-drop. Nothing, and we draw nothing. Come on.
Inconceivable.
All right. We just lost like 4 flips in a row. We were like 48% to draw land. All right, well, we're just going to say go. Discard Glimmer Burst. So we are flooded with stuff. Actually, never mind. We're going to counter this. Counter the burst. This is 2 mana counterspell draw card. So if I don't cast this, I have to discard a hand size. So not slacking clue is very weird. I agree. But thank God. All right, so now we're online. Unfortunately, we have to play our Tamer into their probable removal spell, but we can't do anything else here. We can't play this Meat Locker. Yeah. Exercising their thing is pretty bad too, so all right, whatever. Here's the Tamer. It's probably dead, but our hand's stacked. We have card draw spells, bombs, so. Fear of Imposters. That's cool. So this is a ETB counter your spell, manifest, and then they manifest dread. Cool card, honestly. I like this card. So we hit another Researcher, which is not bad to flip. Honestly, pretty cool. And we'll see how they want to attack here. Where do they have? They're going to play the other side of the studio. They hit land, so they're playing a full-on Rooms deck. Rooms is the blue-red mechanic. Probably the most intriguing mechanic in the set, honestly. It's about these new split enchantments where you can play either side of them, and then while they're in play, you can unlock the other side you didn't play, which is kind of cool. So I think this card's pretty cool. I think it's cool constructed, but play a land. They surveilled. They put a land in the graveyard. Kept Lightheart on top. Attack for 4. It's gonna block with the manifest. Tricks? Sure. Fine by me. So they have 3 cards left. We draw another non-land, unfortunately. But now we'll just like fire up this Meat Locker. So tap it. So you're stunned. You can attack. Get in for a shot. 2 stun counters. And I mean, like, we have a lot of gas, right? We have draw 3, discard 1 here. We have 3/3 flyer, bomb rare, removal spell, draw 2. A lot of things going on here. And they're going to unlock this room. So manifest and then put a counter on the creature. They've been a Creeping Peeper. All right. They have 3 cards and 3 mana. I'm still a little wary of a counterspell, honestly. I'm going to play the Keybearer. It's really, really good. It's not as good as the Overlord is. If they don't have a counterspell, great. If they do, it's better than playing Overlord. It's still a really, really high value card anyway, so let's try this. Or a removal spell, I guess, too, but they obviously have their found footage they can crack. All right, cool. So say go here. We're D'd up pretty well. They're going to crack this. They're going to unmorph their Tunnel Surveyor, which is not particularly good. That actually was nothing. Maybe they assumed they would have gotten the token. It's always important to figure out what your opponent's doing, right? Like, why would they make the play that they played? And that makes sense. So nothing would really care about, like, you know, being blue or being face up or whatever. So I'm gonna kill my my poor key bearer here. If so, fine. Banish from sight. So put it on top or bottom, surveil 1. I think I'm fine putting this on top, honestly. It's a good card. Yeah, sure. Put it on top. And we're just going to cast it again, realistically. We're at 20 life. We have plenty of time to do stuff. Obviously, we're at, you know, a 2-to-1 mana disadvantage, but they're going to... Man, they have so much card draw. They have double burst and all of these rooms. Unfortunately, the way you beat card draw is by just killing them. You know, we haven't been able to do that yet, obviously, but... All right, so they... Unable to scream our key bearer. Makes it good if we draw the alien thing. They play Infernal Phantom, 2/3, Eerie. This gets +2/+0 when it dies, so damages power any target. Okay, and they attack for a bunch. This is fine, I guess. We are up the creek a little bit here. All right, so we're gonna have to overlord this thing. Get our... I didn't block the 1/1. Oops. Sorry.
You know, I just do.
I'm sorry, 2/1. It was 2/1. Never mind. Right. We could just kill stuff here, honestly. We could just, like, stay hidden silent the Phantom and then exercise the imposters and just, like, chill. Pretty cool. Still having a removal spell in our hand and the Overlord. Playing the Overlord, the 2/1s don't block that well on this board. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go hidden silent on the Phantom. I can't believe they didn't sack this thing yet, but... Branch says, the #1 arena limited player has been showing up to your drafts locally lately. He makes life unfun help. You should be ecstatic that a player of my caliber is at your local game store. Ecstatic. You have an opportunity that most people don't. And that's to play against and learn from someone who's a high quality player. If you want to get better at Magic, folks, you want to play against folks who are better than you or a lot better than you. Full stop. That's how you get better. So you should be ecstatic if it's a high level player at your store. Most valuable Slayer. Whenever you attack, +1/+0 on first strikes. They have these multiple pumping things. They also have this Soul Rager, which can sack rooms to deal 2 damage to each opponent and draw a card. It's tough. You know, we're just like so far behind on mana. It's been kind of gross. We're actually like 20 cards deep and have one drawn 4 lands, which is kind of ridiculous. But all right, we're just gonna play with the Overlord, and I don't even know. Honestly, it's pretty hard to win this game, but sure. Cast the Overlord.
Spawn more Overlords.
They go. The countdown begins. Mushroom Reset, thanks so much. So they can sack their rooms to deal 2 to me and draw a card, which is pretty good, right? They get to get the value from the room, and then sack it and draw. Shane says, if Jim came to my LGS, I'd buy him Arby's. I give it to Nicole. Nicole loves Arby's. I'm not a fast food guy. Here comes the Soul Rager. So it's going to be a 4/2 first strike vigilance. We're going to block. All right. So, yeah, we're not doing great here. Not doing great. All right. 2 cards left. They're going to sack, draw. This is a tough game, folks. We draw some lands. Pyroclasm? What? They killed their own creature. And now Fear of Falling. Okay. We draw land. I mean, we can Surveyor and Entryway, but it doesn't stop this stupid flyer. I guess we gotta vanish this thing, right? We'll just take 4. Oh my god, man. These have been tough games. I just like can't really put it together here. They get it for 6 in the air if I play blockers on the ground. It's more mana efficient too, so I guess we're gonna play 2 things this turn. Alright, this sucks. Make a doofus. Make a doofus. Make a doofus. Say go. We are impending down to the Overlord, so we can get there. Take 6 this turn. We vanish it next turn. I think this card is just okay. It does force 2 damage. It's also a freaking 4 mana 2/4, you know, so. Let's shrink the Surveyor. They're going to pump the Slayer, which doesn't make much sense, I guess, but. Take 5. Doesn't change the clock, I guess, but. So block this. Take 5. And we can banish this next turn. Word 4. We draw Unsettling Twist. We gotta banish, obviously. So we'll just say go. Yeah. Alright, your turn. I guess you should do it in their draw step after they draw. No! At the third. This has been a pretty shitty game. They're playing 3 Glimmer Bursts, which seems like so many Glimmer Bursts, but we just didn't provide any pressure at all the entire game. So, like, alright, so they're going to draw for turn. Let them draw. I guess we'll just let them attack, right? What's the point in average on their card, so. They're going to play Glassworks, deal 4 damage to a creature. Sure. We can't beat the backside of this thing. Backside deals 1 damage every turn. Yeah, we just can't win. Alright, so kills that. They're going to attack. They're going to shrink. They're going to pump. So that is, we banish from sight on the Fear of Falling. And they drew a counterspell. They're going to kill their own creature? Sure. Alright, I mean, some pretty rough games to start so far, but that's okay. We're just going to battle through. We're just going to do our thing. I am mad. Alright, Rally Caps on. Another 2-lander on the play. Is this a joke?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
This one has white, and we have 2 2-mana removal spells. Why are they trying to punk me like this on my freaking TV show, you know? Like, I'm just trying to have a TV show and live my life here. Can't mulligan give his hand. Like, just can't. You know? All right, I'm gonna keep. Good blocker, 2 removal spells. Just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm incapable. Incapable. Fear of being mana screwed. Possessed Goat. We draw Landsick. 3 mana discard a card, but 3 counters and miss. It's a 4/4. It's a kind of a black-white reanimator enabler. I have 3 accounts to rotate between for Bronze and Mythic. This is my Bronze to Worlds account, which is very fitting because I'm playing in Worlds in a month. They play with this card's really, really good. 2/1 artifact creature. ETB, draw, discard. Also, you have a creature power 2 or less than draw. Most of the time, it's just 2/1 draw card. That's insane. So, play land. Nothing worth killing yet. We'll just say go. The Goat could discard a card, attack for 4 here. This card does seem like... It's so weird. I don't know. You know, it's like a weird little 1/1, but attacking for 4 on turn 3 is pretty good. All right, so the problem is like they're getting blown out here. So they attack for 4 with their Possessed Goat. We're just gonna kill it. So that's the call in the business of 2-for-1. Now, what my opponent just did, I would not recommend doing. We had 3 open mana and 5 cards in hand, and your goal as a limited player, especially in these early levels, is try and avoid spots you're going to get blown out, right? That's a prime spot to get blown out, right? So there's also sorcery speed too, right? They can do it in combat after I don't block, but whatever, is what it is. So we draw a Tall Surveyor, great draw. And we're going to attack. They did discard a big Boom Boom. They discarded a Vile Mutilator. There are a bunch of black and white big dumb idiots at uncommon to synergize with the Reanimator deck. This is one of them. 6/5 ETB, sack a non-token enchantment and a non-token creature. Trample and so on and so forth. I found their black. It's not very good either, so that's tough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, dude. Is it bedtime?
No.
No, it's not bedtime? I don't know. It sounds like you are up. Is he gonna say night-night? Say good night?
Night-night.
Night-night. Everyone say hi to Cassian. This is why you subscribe to the channel and support me. My son Cassie's almost 2. All right. So, Cassian, do you like Bergstrider? Are you a Bergstrider fan? You say tap, tap, taparoo? That was really, really good. Dude, high five. High five. Or clap for yourself. That's fine too. Whatever. That was really good, right? Holy hell. All right. Big attack there, Cassie. And a button? Sure, you get a button right now. One button. No, not those. One of these. Hit it again. That's not a very good one. That's not very... Hit that one. Hit that button right there. Hit that button.
Get off my plane.
Now he's hitting all the buttons.
All right, that's good. Let's hear it for Cassian, folks, all right? All right, we draw a fear of... I know, it collapsed again. Good job, dude. We draw... So we're going to get a fear, abduction, and... They're going nuts here, right? Just hit their guy, attack for $1 million. All right, Cassie, go to mama.
Say attack for
Night,
1
night.
million.
Night-night.
Tap. Tap, tap. There is now he's going tap, tap.
That's not going away. All right, so we're going to exile our Surveyor.
Tap, taparoo.
And... I used to exile a loner, too, right?
Night chat.
They can probably bring back their idiot next turn, but I think it's fine with the kill spell in our hands. So let's attack. Get it for a bunch. They go down to 6. They bring this guy back. Sacrifice a non-token enchantment and then a non-token creature. Oh, that's really, really bad. I didn't realize it was non-token. That's really bad, actually. I didn't process the non-token part. All right, so wait, hold on a second. One more time, read this card. Non-token enchantment, and so I guess I rest this guy. Sure, that's fine. So we're gonna this guy's gone, and then this guy's gone. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. We draw. All right, so we're just trying to go all the way here, and tap this thing. Attack for a bunch. We're really on the edge, though. If they have one more good thing, we're like in big trouble. So, yeah, this card's sort of like Archon of Cruelty Light, and there are a few of those in this set. You can also just cast them too. So like 6 and 7 mana is a really scary spot against this deck. I can't wait to play the Reanimator deck. So. Faithful. And Fear of Immobility. That's not good. All right, well. Oh!
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
You can just cast it, folks. You can just freaking cast it. You don't gotta impend this bad boy. We had Lethal on board anyway, but that was, oh, thank God, yeah. We needed that one, folks. If I went 1-3 in episode 1 of Bronze Mythic, I would have been very, very sad. All right, 2-2 on the board. Real fast schedule this week. You see Bronze Mythic week tomorrow and Thursday all day. Of course, on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, Friday as usual. And then, of course, Saturday I leave for Disney. So leave for Disney, that meet and greet, and then it's vacation for a week. It'd be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. Is this an actual playable hand? They're on the play though, of course. So I would snap this hand on the play. Obviously, we're gonna keep our hand's great, but. Scavenger, Tamer, Surveyor, phenomenal. This would have been so good in the play, but whatever, we're good.
Did you hear that?
All right. Later, eat my Expanse Cornfield. Wait, why are there aliens crop circles here? What?
How did this happen?
Ooh, multicolor deck. Interesting. So you have Naya colors so far. We draw a counterspell, which is a little interesting, but we'll just get this guy out of here. I think we're going to curve out. We have a great curve out here. Just do it. Let's take up. Freaking crop circles. Crops. So the thing is that Duskmourn is like all one big house, but it's like freaking huge. Really, really, really big. And every landscape is like still in the house. So here's a land. Just gonna Surveyor, I guess. So just Surveyor. Let's put a counter on the Tamer so we can attack. And they have a mana dork. It's pretty good. It adds a mana, and then every time you add a mana, it puts a counter on it. And They can stack it, make a bunch of spiders. We can't just like don't make a sound it. Stay hidden, silent it. But yeah, something about Valgavoth and eating the whole house. And I don't know, but so add a counter, make it green. Yes, that's why all the lands, not these lands, but all the lands have like, you know, they're all sort of inside the house, even though they're kind of landscapes. Here's a Cryptid Inspector. So this is a 3/4. I'm sorry, 2/3. I'm not sure why they tapped the creature. This could just be a bronze mistake of like not realizing they can just tap for mana and just like do nothing end step. That's fine. We draw a land. Interesting spot. So this is a spot where we could play a removal spell. We don't really need to though. It's a pretty low value creature. It's our only removal spell. So it's very important to be kind of like stingy with removal spells. Our enchantment play makes for much better attacks, but is not very mana efficient. Whereas our flyer play is the most mana efficient and still pretty good. We're going to do that. Just attack for 3. Then if I draw a land, I can go Surveyor and one of these, which is great. So again, really, really important thinking about your future turns, thinking about not just the turn you're playing, but what's my next turn look like? And then what can I do this turn to make my next turn look really nice? So, make a mana again, and I have 5 mana total. It looks like they might be like red-greenish. Here's a Wildfire Wickerfolk. Really good card.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
And a Spine Seeker Centipede. Another good card here. So we can see here our red-green's very Delirium focused. They have a land in the graveyard already. And what makes this card so good is it's also an artifact. So it's a creature you kind of like have to block. And it gets you most of the way there for Delirium too, which is cool. So they get a land. Now they have some blockers up, but we have some good attackers next turn, which is good as well. We draw a Fear of Immobility. So we didn't draw a land, which is kind of unfortunate. And now I have the options of playing Surveyor or playing the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, and having mana for a counterspell. Honestly, we're at the spot now where countering like a 5 or 6 drop would be really, really good. I'm a little tempted to just play the removal spell. Also, playing a removal spell that's your only removal spell can be kind of risky because they can play some bomb or whatever. But we have a counterspell also. That being said, like we might need to hit this thing at some point too. I actually like that. So let's just attack with our... No reach here, right? No reach. Our attacks don't even work. We need to play this thing first. So let's actually hit the doll and stop them from popping it. Also, this stunts their mana a bit too. Now my counterspell's better. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on probably just the flyer, honestly, at this point. If I go on the Surveyor, I trade. That's like good for Delirium, so just go on the flyer. Go on the flyer, make a token, tap the thing, in for 4. No other attacks. And now they're at 9. I have a 4/4 flyer in play. We just say go. I have a counter spot, which is great. You can see how this game is like really starting to shift into our favor. So play land 5, play a 5-drop. Play a 5-drop. Do it. Come on. Play a 5-drop. They're going to play Monstrous Emergence. This is a bite spell. They can reveal a creature from their hand and deal that much damage for their power, or one in play. They did not reveal. So I would imagine that this is the Ghostly Keybearer is much more important than the Gremlin Tamer is right now. So that tells me they have no creatures in their hand power greater than 3. So everything your opponent does in the game gives you information. Make sure you're picking it up, okay? I am not streaming to YouTube also. That's the thing I will look into for the future. For the longest time, you were not allowed to stream to YouTube. So, all right, they're just playing enchantment. So this is just like, you know, bronze stuff. They're just going to play this enchantment at sorcery speed. I'm still going to counter it, though, because I just want to use my mana here, but sure. So, untap. Hopefully draw land for Fear of Mobility and win the game. Sure. We're going to block. And they're at 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I don't block and draw our removal spell, it's lethal, right? Draw land, So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna hedge here. I'm gonna block the Centipede and take the other damage. It's a great trade, obviously. And if I draw a land, I play Fear and kill them. If I don't draw a land, we're still in great shape. And this hedge is hedging against it. So let's do this. If I didn't have lethal, if I drew a land, I would definitely block and kill this also. So it's just a good trade, trading a 2-2 for a 2-3. But so I didn't draw a thing. It's fine. We're just gonna I guess just play Surveyor, right? Let's play Surveyor. We'll pump the Surveyor. Get him for a bunch. This game's basically over at this point, I think. So, any plans to upgrade for a 4K stream for YouTube? No. I don't have a 4K monitor. Streaming in other resolutions is very complicated, and I don't think that there's much a benefit for that. So, maybe like a few years from now when it's more standard. But land number 6, 2 cards in hand. They're at 5. I have 10 creatures. They play a Head Shredder. Great card, but not very good here. So we swing all there. We throw away a 2-2. I mean, it might be fine also. I'm sorry, a 1-1. Oh, yeah, they had to jump. Yeah, you're right. Sure, I screwed up. Whatever, you're fine. That's fine. You're correct.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Either way, we're good. So attack for 4. Sure, you got it. And that's the game. So, yeah. All right, so pretty clean game. Went wide, played enchantments, did the thing, yada, yada, yada. We'll take it. Going for the reverse sweep. Gotta make some moves. What do you think, YouTube? Would you like to see me stream on YouTube? It's a little weird because, like, I guess I would stream Bronze to Mythic on my Bronze to Mythic YouTube channel and stream my regular stream on the regular channel. But if that's the thing you would like to see, let me know in the comments and chat. And another freaking 2-lander here. We're on the draw of the kill spell we're going to keep, though. So, do I have thoughts on the commander bans? Yeah, I do. Eating popcorn, watching from the sidelines. Nah, I did a video on it. It's on my YouTube. And, you know, feel bad for folks who own, like, you know, a couple Lotuses and stuff. And they, you know, saved all our lunch money, bought a few Jeweled Lotus for their decks. And now they're just literally just worthless. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. Is what it is. All right. So here's a Brood Spinner. They keep both cards on top.
Inconceivable!
Ridiculous, huh? 2-3 reach, pay 6, sack this, make insect flyers for a number of types in your graveyard. We play a land. I mean, like, this card is really good. We have no play on turn 2 here. I kind of don't mind just, like, casting this. I really kill spell in my hand, too. I'm just gonna cast this thing. Otherwise, we're taking at least 4 damage from this, and it's value in the late game, too. And it's a good blocker, also. So, we'll just cash it in. Those who don't know, they banned Jeweled Lotus and Dockside Extortionist in Commander. Both cards printed specifically for Commander in Commander products, and they're both $100 cards. So sorry, all Commander players out there. I feel bad for you. I started to play our Cult Dealer, which is lifelink, and we have Eerie. Cool. All right. Googly eyes. Lights out. Lights on. Ban Mana Crypt, didn't ban Soul Ring. It's just a freaking clown show over there, you know?
That's it.
All right.
I'm going to clown college.
Our first special guest of the season. Oh my God, are you kidding me? What? So there are 10 special guests in the set. They're very, very rare. And one of them here is Company. And they copied into 2 3-drop rare creatures.
What can men do against such reckless?
Ridiculous. All right, we draw a land, play a land. So this thing dies, all of her things tap for mana of any color. Much better in Constructive and Limited, honestly. And they have this Slasher. So I'll lose half my life to a Slasher. And then if it dies, had no counters on it, comes back tap with 2 Sun counters on it. Pretty nasty, honestly. I might just banish this. We have Seize from Slumber. We vanish this turn, draw a land. We can go Slumber, 3-drop next turn. All right, let's attack. This card's really good in Limited. Never-ending blocker or attacker. Pretty sick. All right, cool. They're not going to block, which I actually like a lot. So, there you go. Company for 2, 3, not even like 2 rares, 2, 3-drop rares. Because those who don't know, this is a very popular card in it wasn't Modern, but in Pioneer, it was a standard. And you want to play as many good 3-drops as possible because that's where you get the most value off of it. You get 6 mana for 4. So good 3-drops is like the crux of the card, you know? But all right, they attack. No blocks. We're going to banish the Unstoppable Slasher. They'll put it on top. But we don't lose half our life, so cool. And Researcher will go to the graveyard. I'm going to draw land here. I want to go Surveyor and Seized from Slumber, I think. Oh, I guess if they now I can't. I don't know if I want to kill it, though. They play Fear of a Dark, sure. So we draw a Shard Mage's Rescue. We do not draw a land, unfortunately. Oh, boy. All right, we're in trouble. This is so awkward. Really, really hard to do anything good here. This attacks if I have no glimmers. It has Menace and Death Touch. That sucks. This is going to be a hard game to win. They've played a lot of rares. We can double block this and grow it. All right, so we'll just do this. We'll play Surveyor, just say go. The plan on being double blocking the 5/5 and then pumping the one that they order second. I'll have a Glimmer, so no Death Touch and no Menace.
Make a little noise here, huh? Come on, I can't hear you!
Trapped in the screen. This is phenomenal for us. Phenomenal. All right, so we have to use our rescue, which is insane.
That's eerie with 2 E's.
Unless they have unless their last cards are a Mool Spell, which would suck. And then I can't even play this guy too. Very, very good for us. Card's really, really powerful. Everything Snakeskin Veil is, and so much more because it's an enchantment also. I'm sorry, they had mana from this guy. Never mind. All right, so Best Slasher. And sack the Expanse. All right, I mean, there's a path here, probably. We draw land. So now you can go Surveyor and Seized in Slumber. The thing is, if we kill this, it just gets stunned and comes back anyway, which is pretty bad for us. Let's chump block it, kill the 5/5. So just chump block this thing a few times. All right, just say go, I guess. We could just Glimmer Burst, I guess. It's pretty mana inefficient, but like drawing cards right now seems kind of useful. If you kill it while it's stunned, it dies. Yeah, I mean, it requires 2 things to kill it, which is really bad, so. Sure, I guess we could trade with it and then kill it later. Yeah, it's true. Taking 10 is definitely not ideal. All right. Let's play Surveyor and say go. Lifelink, can't use it, sucks. If they draw another land, you know, that'd be cool. Company to 2/3 mana rares. Oh no. Alright. Sure. Here they come. Okay, so that was really bad, obviously. That was my one really good combat creature. What's up, Say? Appreciate it. Blocks aren't great. We could kill the Slasher and then kill it again. It's pretty bad, though. We can chump block it. We could kill the Vitality and just take a bunch. We do like this. And then, like, are we killing the Fear of Dusk or just, like, taking 5. The less life we have, the easier this card is to beat, honestly. So, it's kind of funny, but this does feel like the best block. What do we have as far as removal goes? Not a ton. All right, let's see if it's a kill 5/5, I guess. I'm not thrilled, but kill this, make a decent trade. We got to kill the slasher at some point, sure. All right, so this comes back, whatever. We draw land. We're just going to cast miss main phase, I think. Main phase draw. We draw a Researcher. It's kind of cool. Neither player is less than 13. Bummer. We're just going to trade Researcher for Slasher. Just can't attack most of them anyway, so. All right. I mean, we also have the Manifest on this guy, too, which is kind of cool. So, a little extra value there, too. Great card to draw out of a spot. Just card draw spell. Not a great card in general, I think, but, you know, it's fine. They attack. We're going to block. They're at 12. We're at 17. So it comes back tapped. Now it's a stunned twice slasher. We managed to kill it while his counter's on. It'll go away forever. Here's a cheerleader. Sure. All right. And we draw a Fear of Abduction. Okay. That's pretty nice. So, exile a creature you control and a creature they control. The weird thing is, like, what are we targeting? Like, it's kind of weird to target the slasher because we just, like, it's not going to do anything for its few turns anyway. This gives death touch to their attackers, which is annoying. That's fine. We could just do this, honestly. So I also have to exile a creature I control to cast this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to wait, I think. I get the Manifest Dread, shuffle this in. If I get lucky, hit a big creature, that'd be sick too. Also, I get Blink and Big Manifest too. Let's do this. So let's just do this. See what we hit. That goes away. Hit Scavenger, sure. I would probably want to Fear of Abduction the Surveyor. Let's see if they block. They probably won't block, so they do block. All right, sure. That's fine. That's not ideal, but fine. I'm going to hold the land. We could always fear our Morph. It's kind of cool, so. Oh, it goes to hand? Oh, it goes to hand, not Blink. Okay. Draw Surveyor. They have no targets for the fear now. Sure. Okay, so let's tackle everything. And then we're going to go land. Flip this. Cast Fear of Abduction. My sister Scully! We're going to exile the Scavenger itself. Because I want to keep these creatures in play. Yeah. Exile this. Oh, it's part of the cost. I'm an idiot. I thought I got a counter. I just didn't, but that's fine. Exile the Slasher. It is stoppable, apparently. 2 cards in hand. This room doesn't do anything. They play a land. Great. I thought that I was going to get a cast trigger, but obviously it's part of the cast thing. So, ugh. That's gross. All right, so they play Rip Spawn Hunter. This is a 4/4 rare. We saw this card in 10 New Brews. Survival, second main phase. Reveal top X, or X is power. Get any number of creatures and put it to your hand. And they can tap it to the Vitality, which is kind of gross. But that being said, we killed them in 2 turns. So hopefully we just win the game next turn. But let's attack with our Fear of Abduction. And play Tunnel Surveyor and just say go. What more can we do, you know? Plus got a lot of rares, you know? Is what it is. It's play boosters, folks. They draw land. They attack. No blocks. I punted. I should have blocked. That was very, very... Oh my god. Another rare. I just threw the game away. I'm such an idiot.
It's over. We lost again. Let it go and accept the truth that we is dumb. Dumb as hell.
Just like completely blanked on survival being a thing. They got both creatures too. Oh my god. That was a mega punt. That was just yeah. All right. Obviously we just block and kill it. and then kill them in the air, and the game is solved. There's nothing else to do. They hit 2 absolute bangers. They're at 3. All right. Can this save the game for us? Probably not, right? That's a lot of rares. Okay. They're at 3. What does this do? As long as there are 4 more types in your graveyards. Insect spiders you control it must touch. Okay. I mean, if any card wins a game, it's already this one, right? So let's play Scavenger, play land, cast Overlord, and put a counter on probably one of the 1/1s, try and spread our damage out. Really bad play, just threw the game away. Gross. I mean, we have a lot more attackers than they have blockers. Play a slasher. They block 5 things and take exactly 3. All right, they're dead. They have to attack, or they have to survival and hit 2 things. So otherwise, they're just dead on board. They're gonna attack, which is interesting. If I double block and kill it, then I have 4 attackers. If I draw, we just like can't win if they hit anything though. They could attack it for mana and not risk it. We have to block. All right, so yeah, we'll just block and kill this. And then, yeah. Otherwise, they hit like a creature or 2. I'll just eat it, right? I'm an idiot. They just, all right, I'm sorry, folks. I'm usually a daytime streamer, all right? Leave me alone. All right, so that's my bedtime. We're good. We'll eat it. We'll say go.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
The first rule of streaming, folks, is never look at chat. The second rule of streaming is get lucky and win anyway. I was probably still right. Yeah, we probably just killed him anyway, right? So let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. If we
Where we're moving on
I think it was still lethal, yeah. So without the fear of mobility, we attack everything. They blocked 4 things. They blocked 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually they were dead either way. So we didn't need that. It's just embarrassing, but still a win. That game was kind of a gift. The no block on the 4/4 allowed into survival was like unconsciously bad. It was just unbelievably bad. But that's fine. And it's a good keep. Turn Scavenger's great. A lot of big draws here for turn 2. Yeah, I mean, they could have tapped for survival also, but that's going to be an important thing if you're green-white, is trying to find ways to tap your survival creatures without getting them in combat, which is important, so. All right, so we have Cult Healer, Surveyor, and of course, the fairy godmother of this draft, Overlord of the Mistmoors. Every time we make a punt, it just shows up. It's like, hey, Jim, it's okay. I got your back. Don't worry. We're good. We're good here, right? Scary set, folks. All right, they go bin. They have artifact, land, creature in the graveyard. We're gonna healer first. I guess we're gonna Overlord, right? Have a 4/4 life flicker next turn. All right, spawn more Overlords, folks. Where my Zerg players at? But keep drawing Overlord, we're great, right? All right, so I'm gonna play Commune with Evil. I think this card's kind of iffy, folks. It does gain you 3 life. Tapping out on turn 3 to do not affect the board at all is really rough. But they're gonna hit a Delirium card. They hit Resurrected Cultist, which is kind of cool. They have Delirium. They're obviously Reanimator too, so kind of cool. We're gonna Overlord to beat the crap out of them, so I don't think it matters. All right, lifelink, attack. We have a 9-0 power advantage on the board. So, kind of weird. I would say black-white is perhaps one of the weirdest archetypes because, as you mentioned earlier, the Esper colors care a lot about enchantments. Eerie stuff don't really care about Delirium. Whereas the Jund colors all really care about Delirium. Black-white is stone smack in the middle, right? Like, we have the twins in our deck. It's not very good. It doesn't really do much. Not really graveyard stuff. We see here, they have a lot of Delirium stuff, and they're doing some of the white graveyard things, but it's weird. So, they have twins and a morph. We have some flyers. We just jam for a million here, right? Switch to go Surveyor, and just put a counter on the Cult Healer, and just crush our opponent. That's cool. They have no good blocks, but the research, yeah, they escape still. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We take those.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
All right. I would say we can't keep this hand. No defensive cards. I think we can cast. So can't talk myself into this so much. I'm mulligan. Oh look, more islands. So we're gonna keep this. We have Surveyor and Meat Locker to buy time, and Tamer. Dump the X size. Can't even cast it. X or size, and just gonna hope we draw planes. Draw planes are sick. So not quite a planes, but I can't complain. All right, blue, red.
Yeah, this room is way creepy.
Hand that feeds. So a Delirium card. Draw a 4th island. All right, so we're going to Surveyor, or are we going to Meat Locker? Surveyor, right? Just block this hand that feeds. Very creepy. Drink some Rogue. Like I said, folks, don't forget, Rogue. This week only, ending on Sunday, my promo code is usually 20% off. It is 30% off. Jim Davis MTG, RogueEnergy.com. 30% off just this month. All right, check it out. We're blocking. So I drink my Rogue right now. I was so excited. I brought out all my good flavors. Sour watermelon, the freaking bomb. Here's a Researcher and a Razor Trap Gorge. Comes in tap, sure. Draw another white card. It's not cool. I mean, I guess we're just gonna lock it, right? So we just draw cards next turn. So, all right, lock it up.
It's like I'm living in a haunted house.
Floor, lock that seat up for me, please. All right, so there you go. Only thing worse for an ads is add stuff you already have. Do you have a promo code? No, stop playing good rares. This card's sick. Enduring Courage. It's a fires you have in mind. It's also a creature. And we also miss on land and white land. This has been one of the drafts of all time, I guess. Can't do any. If we just drew an island, would have been fine. I would draw. I guess draw planes, can't even do anything with it, They give us haste. Yeah, we're in some big trouble. All right. Card's pretty punishing. Say go. Take a bunch. Hey! Pretty interesting wrinkle in this format is if your opponent is behind and missing a color, and you have a choice to attack them at 12 or leave them at 13 or 14 or 14 or whatever. So the problem is we're not really doing anything great here, but yeah, we were probably just playing this guy, taking a huge hit, and then untapping and hoping to draw a couple enchantments in a row. We could Drowned Diner into 1-drop. Yeah, these don't do anything either, so, and drawing cards is bad. All right, yeah, whatever. So we just gotta hope and pray here. They're on +2/+0 in haste for all future creatures, which is insane, obviously. I potted our exorcise too. That sucks. If we had a mulligan this game and we still had this, we'd probably be fine. We would just hit this thing. Totally cool out of it, but. So if this lives, you get to untap, unlock the door, Eerie make a token, Shard Mage make a token, and have a decent chance at chump blocking up to our Overlord. We'll see. The plan is to draw planes off the diner, of course. We have a land drop next turn, so. Ticket Booth. This will manifest Dread. That's an enchantment. Yikes. Okay, yeah, I mean, whenever any creature eats time like a choice. Oh my god. All right, well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're pretty dead here, folks. We'll see. What's up, Raider? How's it going, my friend? I have multiple accounts. It's the wizardry of multiple accounts. So we draw planes. If we overlord, we get 2 blockers, then another blocker. What's up, Paul? Happy to have you streaming again, Paul. Welcome back, my friend. If you don't follow Paul Cheon, Paul's freaking great. Paul used to stream all the time back in the day. Worked for Watsy for a while. And he's back streaming. And shout out in chat. Let's hear from Paul. Paul's great. And my name is Jim. If you're tuning in, I'm a Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. This is my show, Bronze to Mythic, the show where I draft my account from Bronze to Mythic. Episode 1, Draft 1, Duskmourn. I'll be on all day today, all day tomorrow, all day Thursday. Check out the YouTube, of course. And I'll be playing in Worlds also. Hopefully I'll see you there, Paul. And let's freaking go, all right? We drew a land. We're trying to come back here against all these rares. And there's one rare, but... so if we missed more, we can't do anything else. Unlock the room, get a token, and then play rescue, get a token. The 3/3 can block the 2/2, maybe? We have no other 1-drops to play. Just playing Scavenger, Chump Blocker. I guess we could, like, play Scavenger and grow. But then I can't make another blocker, though. Yeah, this sucks. We're just trouble here, honestly. If you draw a land and cast Overlord, maybe we can win. So maybe we should survive for 1 turn. The problem is they just have, like, 4 cards in hand and they didn't play a land last turn. So everything is haste. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. Just play this thing. Make a gremlin. Draw some cards. We'll discard this. I don't think it matters, honestly. Discard Keybearer. Probably just need to hold this and hope they screw up. Honestly, like, if they go for like a source speed rule spell or whatever, and we can play with some response, maybe we can win that way. That would be a way to do it. Here's a Prowler. Whenever it attacks, target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. Yeah, I mean, tough game. We obviously were stuck on blue really early, and they kind of just had a bunch of rares we couldn't answer. Again, this game was lost in the mulligan phase. Because I mulliganed, and the worst card in my hand was Exorcise. If we had this in our hand still and could have killed the Enduring Courage, I think this game was very winnable. But pump that. This is unblockable. Yeah, we're just dead. All right. GG's. That's a beat. So unfortunately, our first draft doesn't go too well. We're going to play a little tighter, of course, but only 5-3 in our first draft. Not so hot. Not so hot. But let's look at our stats and see how we look. All right, so 5-3, non-believers win out. We did start 1-2. We had some mana problems. Our deck was obviously, fine. I would say this deck looked a lot like a first draft deck. We had some cards that were kind of off plan, like Unsettling Twins. Honestly, our mana problems seem kind of dumb. Like, our mana base is fine. We had a dual land. We had a land cycler and stuff, but whatever, it happens, obviously. The Eerie cards were great, although they really want you to play, obviously, a ton of enchantments. One of the weird things about some of these Eerie cards is that they're not enchantments themselves. So you kind of have the prowess problem of, like, I have Monastery's Spear, I need spells. If I draw spells, they're worthless. If I draw creatures, they're worthless. You need to have both. So Scavenger, Tamer, Cult Healer. Cult Healer being one of the ones where it's like, Tamer and Scavenger are insane, right? But any Eerie card that's not an enchantment itself is crap. I paid the wrong ones. Whatever, sorry, my bad. Can't fix it, so is what it is. Is a big deal, So maybe the Cult Healer was like only okay. But yeah, that was okay, not great. Could draw a little better also. But that's episode 1, folks. So episode 2 is coming up. YouTube folks in the books. Like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Bronze Mythic episode 1. Peace.